Right now, while most gardeners are sitting inside scrolling through seed catalogs, there's a planting window opening up that could save you $50 per tree. This window also gives you healthier, more productive plants, but it only lasts about 8 weeks and most people completely miss it. I'm talking about bare root planting in January. And if you've never done this before, what I'm about to show you will change how you think. It will change how you think about starting fruit trees, roses, and berry bushes, because those expensive potted trees you buy in spring started as bare root plants. You're just paying extra for someone else to pot them up, instead of planting bare root yourself for maximum growth and savings. So, in the next 13 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the exact process I used to plant bare root stock in January. We'll cover why dormant season planting works better, the step-by-step method for the highest survival rate, and 3 mistakes that kill most bare root plants. Plus, which varieties are perfect for cold weather planting, and why January gives you an advantage that February and March just cannot match. Let's get started, because your future orchard is waiting, and this January planting window won't last forever. So first, what does bare root actually mean? A bare root plant is a dormant tree, shrub, or perennial dug up while sleeping for winter. The soil has been washed off the roots. No pot, no soil, just roots. And I know what you're thinking, that looks dead. But here's the secret: dormant doesn't mean dead. These plants are just sleeping. When you plant them in January or early February, you're giving them 2 to 3 months to establish their root system in your garden soil. This happens before they have to start pushing out leaves and flowers. That's the advantage of bare root winter planting. Compare that to buying a potted tree in April. That tree wakes up in the nursery pot, starts growing, then is transplanted immediately. Transplanting at this stage is stressful for the plant, unlike bare root planting, which allows it to wake up in its permanent home. Before we get into planting, here's what you need: a sharp shovel, a bucket for soaking roots, a garden hose with a gentle spray nozzle. You also need compost if your soil needs amending, wooden stakes and tree ties for trees, and clean pruning shears. That's it. You don't need special fertilizers or rooting hormone. Simple is better. Focus on correct planting technique. Here's your timeline. Most bare root stock ships between mid-January and mid-March. Order online now because good varieties sell out fast. When your plants arrive, plant them within 48 hours if possible. Timely action ensures the highest survival rate and strongest early root growth. Alright, let's get into the step-by-step planting method. This is where most people either set themselves up for success or create long-term problems. Step 1. Inspect and soak your roots. As soon as your plants arrive, take them out and inspect every root carefully. You're looking for roots that are firm and flexible, not mushy or bone dry. Trim any broken or damaged roots with clean pruning shears. Once inspected, fill a bucket with room temperature water and submerge the entire root system. Let it soak for 4 to 12 hours. This rehydrates the roots after shipping. Do not soak for more than 24 hours because you can actually drown the roots. Step 2. Dig your hole properly. This is where mistake number 1 happens. Dig a hole twice as wide as the root spread. The depth should match the roots themselves. You want a wide, shallow hole, not a narrow, deep hole. Roots grow out, not down. A wide hole gives you room to spread those roots out naturally without bending them. The depth is critical for healthy growth. Lay your shovel handle across the hole like a bridge. The crown of the plant should sit at ground level, or maybe 1 inch above. For grafted fruit trees, the graft union should be 2 to 4 inches above ground level. Once your hole is dug, roughen the sides with your shovel. Roughening the sides allows roots to grab onto the textured surface, improving stability and encouraging healthy root establishment. Step 3. Amend the soil if needed, but don't overdo it. If you have decent garden soil, you don't need to add anything. But if your soil is heavy clay or pure sand, mix in about 20 to 30% compost with your native soil. Don't use fresh manure, don't use fertilizer, and don't create a fancy planting mix that's completely different from the surrounding soil. Step 4. Position and spread the roots. Take your soaked plant out of the water and set it in the center of the hole. Spread the roots out in a natural pattern like the spokes of a wheel. If the roots are long and floppy, that's fine. Just arrange them so they're not crossing over each other. If you have to bend a root to fit, your hole isn't wide enough. Step 5. Backfill carefully and eliminate air pockets. Start adding soil back into the hole, working it in around and under the roots with your hands. Make sure there are no air pockets. As you add soil, gently firm it down with your hands, not your feet, to protect the roots. Fill the hole halfway, then stop and water it thoroughly. Let that water soak in before continuing backfilling. The water helps settle the soil better. Filled, create a shallow watering basin around the plant by mounding up a small ring of soil about 2 feet out from the trunk. Step 6. Water deeply and stake if necessary. Apply 5 to 10 gallons slowly so the water soaks in and eliminates remaining air pockets. If you're planting a tree more than 4 feet tall or live in a windy area, stake it using 2 stakes outside the root zone. Attach the tree with soft tree ties in a loose figure-8 pattern that allows the trunk to move slightly. The tree should sway about an inch. Step 7. Mulch, but keep it away from the trunk. Apply a 2 to 3 inch layer of organic mulch around the plant, extending about 3 feet. Use wood chips, shredded bark, or straw. Keep the mulch pulled back 4 to 6 inches from the trunk to prevent rot and disease. Mulch should form a donut shape, not a volcano. Proper mulching retains moisture while avoiding trunk problems and fungal growth. That's the complete planting process. Now let's discuss the 3 mistakes that kill more bare root plants than anything else.
Mistake number 1, planting too early in frozen ground or too late when growth has started.
Timing is critical for survival and strong root establishment. If you can't push a shovel into the soil, it's too early. Wait for a thaw. If buds are already swelling, you've lost the advantage. The sweet spot for most of the country is January through mid-February for bare root planting to maximize survival and growth. Mistake number 2, fertilizing at planting time. Bare root plants don't need fertilizer right away. Roots must establish before supporting top growth. Adding nitrogen-rich fertilizer too early pushes top growth before roots are ready, weakening the plant. Wait until late spring or early summer to fertilize. Mistake number 3, inconsistent watering during the first growing season. This is the number 1 killer of bare root plants. For the entire first growing season, the plant needs consistent moisture. Check the soil every few days. Water deeply if the top 2 inches are dry. In summer heat, you may need to water 2 or 3 times a week to maintain consistent soil moisture. Now, let's talk about what to plant in January. The best candidates are cold, hardy, deciduous trees and shrubs that naturally go dormant in winter. This includes fruit trees like apples, pears, plums, cherries, and peaches. Berry bushes include blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and currants. Shrub and climbing roses are also suitable. Ornamental trees like maples and dogwoods can also be planted bare root in January for cold, hardy landscaping success. For apples, look at varieties like Honeycrisp, Fuji, or Gala. For pears, Bartlett and Bosc are reliable. For stone fruits, try Alberta peaches or Santa Rosa plums. For berries, try thornless blackberry varieties like Triple Crown. These selections perform well in home gardens and establish quickly as bare rootstock. Here's a pro tip: when ordering bare root fruit trees, pay attention to the rootstock. Dwarf and semi-dwarf rootstocks are easier to manage and produce fruit sooner. Usually, these rootstocks produce fruit within 2 to 3 years, making them ideal for backyard orchards and small-scale home gardens. After planting in January, here's what to expect. Weeks 1 through 4. Nothing visible happens above ground, and that's normal. The plant is still dormant. Underground, roots are starting to grow, but you won't see them yet. This early root development is critical for strong future growth. Weeks 4 through 8, buds start swelling. By late March or April, you'll see leaves emerging and possibly flowers depending on the variety. First summer, steady growth, maybe 6 to 12 inches. The plant is prioritizing root development underground over top growth above ground. Let's troubleshoot some common issues. If buds swell but then shrivel and turn brown, that's water stress. Increase watering frequency immediately. If leaves emerge but are yellowing, check your drainage. Poor drainage can cause nutrient issues and stress the plant if not corrected. If the plant fails to leaf out by late spring, do the scratch test, gently scratch the bark. Green underneath means the plant is alive. If you see brown under the bark, that section is dead. Prune dead sections to prevent disease and encourage healthy growth. For ongoing care, keep watering consistently throughout the first growing season. Apply mulch in summer to retain soil moisture and reduce weeds. In late spring, after the plant has leafed out, you can apply fertilizer if desired. Remove stakes after 1 year to allow natural growth. Here's something encouraging. Bare root plants typically establish faster and grow more vigorously than container-grown plants. They often outgrow potted trees in just 3 years. A bare root tree planted in January is often larger and healthier than a potted tree planted in April, giving you a strong head start. So, here's what I want you to take away. January bare root planting isn't risky. It's a traditional time-tested method used by nurseries for generations. If you've been thinking about starting fruit trees or berry bushes, now is your moment. Order your bare root stock this month to plant. By next year, you'll have established plants ready to produce fruit, giving you a significant advantage over spring planters. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button on notifications to stay updated with future planting guides and tips. Next week, I'm breaking down bare rose planting, and in 2 weeks, we'll talk about pruning young fruit trees for optimal growth. If you want a free downloadable planting checklist, I've put a link in the description to help you follow every step exactly. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Now get out there and get those roots in the ground.